Happy Tuesday, everybody. And today's one a day, okay? And listen, I know. Today's one a day is rotten to the core. Now understand something. You're not rotten to the core. Understand something. People are beautiful. But what happens is that their beliefs, okay? Their beliefs make them rotten to the core, because we actually have beliefs that we are not good people sometimes. We have beliefs where we judge ourselves. And when you judge yourself and when you're hard on yourself, you lower your vibration. When you lower your vibration, you lower your mood. Do you understand? You lower your energy level, and then you don't digest your food properly. And then everything slows up because we don't go with the flow in life. We block it up. And what happens is that our food starts to rot. Did you ever get upset at a meal, okay? And you're upset at a meal about something with your wife or your husband or your children. How did you digest that meal? I can guarantee you that you had cramps, okay? You had spasms, you felt sluggish. It made you miserable, didn't it? Here's the deal. We just got through Christmas, okay? So Christmas and Thanksgiving, Christmas and New Year's, oh my gosh. Think about all these overeating meals and over binging on things that we shouldn't do, that we usually don't do. But what we do in this life is we've been programmed that when we want to treat, it's poisonous. When we celebrate, we overeat, overdrink, overthink. Okay? And what we do is overburden the body, and the body can't handle it, so things get backed up, so things rot. So let me ask you a question. Right about now, I guarantee you with most people, their poop smells more this time of year than any time of year, because they've overloaded their system and there's so much rotting going on. This morning, I got a phone call from a woman, and she was calling about her husband, okay? And his PSA count is up. Now, yesterday, I got a call from a gentleman out of New York, and his PSA is blowing through the roof. And he doesn't even have a prostate anymore. And what I told both of them is guess what? The PSA is not a good reading, because what happens is that the PSA goes up with stress. The PSA goes up with inflammation. So the more things that you do, like an inflammatory diet, inflammatory thoughts, the inflammation goes up. Just thinking you're going to go and get a PSA check or go get your blood pressure checked makes your blood pressure go up and your PSA go up. Now, why did I go off track? Because I want to tell you something. The large intestine is responsible for 95 to 90% of all disease. And you're going to tell me, well, I poop 2 to 3 times a day. It's not what comes out, it's what stays in. Okay? And the reality is how could you have something rotting out? Okay, so if you've got prostate cancer or prostate inflammation, that means that the prostate is rotting. The tissue is rotting. If you have to have a hysterectomy, that means that your whole pelvic girdle, the uterus and the ovaries are probably rotting out. You've got cysts in there, you've got fibroids. Hey, now I'm going to tell you, whether you got a shoulder problem, whether you got a headache, it's all coming from the large intestine, which you're reabsorbing your waste. How could you have inflammation in the body unless you had infection? Think about that. Toxicity is what causes inflammation, whether it's emotional or it's physical, created by diet or something else. Okay? So, first of all, we must have absorption of waste into the bloodstream, into the tissues, to create an infection that creates an inflammation that then goes to scar tissue formation, that goes to calcification, because the calcium's being pulled from the bones, because you got to buffer down the acidity, because you're going to go cancerous. That's why osteoporosis is so bad today, because all that bone calcium is leaving because you're rotten to the core. So listen, so every disease in the body is where the tissue is actually rotting away. Did you get that? So of course you are. Take a look. Oh, wow, what a smell. And then your groin, oh, what a smell. Oh, wow, Dad just went to the bathroom. The wallpaper's coming off the walls. You know, you've got bad breath and you brush your teeth, it comes back right away. Well, that's because you're rotten to the core. The pelvic area and the lower abdomen are rotting out. So I need everyone to understand that when I say that daily cleansing tea, tummy love, and black gold are the 3 things everybody needs to do, and because guess what? You look after the plumbing, you look after what? The whole body. And of course, we got to make great decisions right here. But if you don't want to be rotten to the core, then don't putrefy. So you can't have a disease unless you have tissue that's disintegrating. and it's disintegrating because of inflammation from the infection, from the absorption of the waste, from the putrefaction, because you're not drinking enough water, you're not eating enough whole plant-based foods. Okay, you think you drink water, and then you drink the wrong water. Everybody goes Kangen water, high pH water, well-structured water. I will meet anybody on my show about water anytime. First thing, it needs to be structured. Then you can have all these other add-ons, because that's what nature makes, is structured water. And as long as you have structure in your cells, structure in your blood, and structure in your life, then you won't be rotten to the core. So let's understand something. Everything is about purity. Now, I'm not telling you you have to go and do cleansing like a crazy fool. But understand, if you do gentle baby steps every day, then you will never be rotten to the core. You will never have infection that will go in and cause inflammation to the point that it's going to cause a prostate, uteral problem, breast cancer, all of these other diseases. Understand, people always say to me on the phone, Dr. Wolfe, I'm doing better than most people. Yeah, that's just great. You've got a 20-foot hole. Most people only have a 2-foot ladder for that 20-foot hole. You've pulled out a 10-foot ladder. You feel like you're getting out of the hole, but understand something. Society has programmed us to think that we're doing enough, but we're not doing enough. We're not loving ourselves enough. We're not caring for ourselves enough. And there's the sucker punch. Anyways, I got to go, but I'll be on with Peter Webb this afternoon, and we're doing a Q&A about energy and blocks and physical blocks. And we're going to be talking about these little things that, most people don't understand, but you actually wear them around, and they will protect you against negative frequencies, and they also deliver healthy frequencies. And a lot of people, I know that's hard to swallow, but the reality is that I'm not crazy, okay? And I'm not going off in some tangent, but we are light energy frequency beings. And the reality is, if you do not want to become spoiled rotten, then make your emotions, your thoughts high, vibrational, and totally honor and love yourself every moment of the day. Stay present in the moment and understand something. Ask yourself, will this give me life, or will this give me, the other thing? Have a beautiful day. And tomorrow I'm on with Del Bigtree. Del Bigtree, he did the movie Vaxxed, and he is the biggest proponent against vaccinations. So weigh in on this show tomorrow, because it's going to be explosive. And then on Friday, I'm doing a Q&A with Del from 3 until 5 Pacific Standard Time. So come on, you anti-vaxxers, come on, you people who think that if children aren't vaccinated that they're going to spread disease. I just want to ask one question. Why is it that all of a sudden everybody needs all these vaccinations? Has the world changed that much? Have human bodies changed that much? I think that what's happened is our immune systems are crashing. And ask yourself this. Why is it that vaccinations are so pushed so hard when there hasn't been done any proper studies on them? And a lot of them have very toxic, life-threatening chemicals in them, and bacteria and other things that I would never put in my body. Now, whatever you want to do to your body is fine with you, but you want to make sure you don't miss this show. Have the best day of your life, and understand something. Spoil yourself rotten, but make sure it's not your body.